another experimental look. I'm having a hot pink moment, if that is not visible already. I was just so inspired to play with hot pink, and then I incorporated a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange, and of course you can see that in my accessories as well. So yeah, my idea of wearability has just gone to shit, you guys. Like, I can wear this out. What is wrong with me? Something is so wrong with me. You can make it a tad bit more wearable if you neutralize the lips. I just really like the look of a hot pink lip with a hot pink eye, but that's just me. You can obviously switch up the liner. I have a glitter liner on. You can switch that up. You can honestly just switch up the whole colors and just use the techniques that I'm going to be showing you. Before I begin this video, I just want to quickly mention that I use the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions for this tutorial, but there were so many moments in the video where I wanted to stab myself. The shadows were so difficult to work with. I had to work with them so much. If you are looking for an affordable alternative, you might want to check out the Ultimate Shadow Box by Pack. This is the bold with the bold thing, the electric one. Because this one, honestly guys, the mattes aren't so great. The shimmers I love, and generally I'm a fan of the Huda Beauty formula, but these shadows, you would see in the video, I was struggling and how. But yes, without any further ado, if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching.
Alright, I'm starting with my eyes again today. Yes, even I don't know who I am any longer, but I'm using Benefit's Brow Zings, and I'm just going to start outlining my brows to fill them in. For filling them in, I'm going to use the direction that my hair is growing in. So for the middle portion, I'm just going in slanted downward motion, and for the front portion, I'm going to go in vertical motion. And then I'm going to take my Nars Soft Matte Concealer, and I'm just going to clean up my eyes. Now this just gives a very nice look. You can of course skip it, it's optional, but I'm going to clean up, and I'm also going to prime my eyes with this same concealer. So I'm just going to apply this concealer all over my lid space area to get a blank canvas for the eyeshadows to pop onto. And I'm also going to be cleaning the top part of my eyebrows just to make sure everything is neat and tidy and clean. I'm also going to be cleaning the front part of my eyebrow and blending everything in. And once that is done, I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm going to set my eye into place. This will just ensure that my eyeshadows blend easier and they do not stick on top of the concealer. Then I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow palette, which is the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions, and I'm starting off with the yellow shade and a fluffy brush. I'm going to ensure that I place most of the pigmentation on the outer corner, and once my brush has lesser and lesser color, I'm going to move on to my inner corner, and I'm blending it out towards my brow as well. I'm layering this color because I'm not going in with a lot of color in one go, and anyway these colors did give me a really hard time. So I'm just going in windshield wiper and circular motions both. I'm using a combination of both of them, and I'm just placing it little upwards, and I'm just taking it towards my brow as I said. And once that is done, I will be moving on to my next shadow, which is the orange shadow, and I'm again using the same technique but slightly lower than where I placed my yellow. This will give me a nice transitional ombre which will fade into my eye and not look stuck. So again, place most of the color on the outer corner, and when your brush has lesser color, bring it towards the inner corner in windshield wiper motion. Just pat the color in and bring it towards your inner corner. That is the way to go. This will just ensure you have more pigmentation on the outer corner, and it will give you a more uplifted look from the outer corner. Then I'm taking the red shadow, I'm coating my brush with it, and I'm shifted my brush. It's a new brush now. It's more dense than the previous one, but it's still fluffy. Again, we are just doing that same motion. I'm patting the color in the outer corner. As you can see, the payoff isn't that great here, and it was just driving me insane. I had to layer so many times. But even if you have really pigmented shadow, what I would suggest is going in with a little bit of color first, so that you guys exactly know how much of an impact you want the eyeshadow to make. So I'm just patting it down here and then blending it into my crease just to ensure I have a nice depth going on in my crease. Then I'm just blending the outer corners out with the first brush that I used, and just ensuring everything is nice and seamless. And this did make me lose a lot of that red color. A lot of it just went away and blended into the orange. So I did go in with another layer of the red. I'm also pushing the color out as in a wing, as you can see right here, and then adding the red again. So you just want to make a wing. We will clean this up later, so don't worry if it gets a little messy right now. Taking a pencil brush, which is way dense now, and I'm just going to pat the red color into my crease because I wanted a little bit more pigmentation from the red, but I wasn't getting it. So I thought maybe switching up the brush would do it for me. Sadly, that didn't really happen. I still had to layer and it was getting a little patchy, so I was blending it out. So The main moral of the story here is, if you think it's getting patchy, just blend it. Using the hot pink now, I am just gonna pat it onto my lids, and it wasn't really working for me with the brush, even though it is like a flat shader brush, so I used my fingers. Again, if it's not working for you, try using your fingers. The natural oils in your fingers just make everything stick and look much better. So I'm just placing this color all over my lid, and I'm blending with my finger as well, because when I tried blending it with the brush, the color just went away. Taking NYX First Base Primer Spray, I'm just spritzing my brush in the hopes that it would make my eyeshadow stick, but that didn't happen. It was removing my eyeshadow, so I went back in with my finger and I just patted the color down to get a maximum pigmentation out of it. Then I'm taking the red shade again and I'm blending the outer corner once again, and I'm bringing it into the pink as well, just to give it a nice transition and it to look good. I'm using the yellow shade in my inner corners just to give it a pop of color. It just looked a little bit fun, so I just added the yellow in the inner corners. It's a little different, you know. Then I'm using a Takozza cleansing wipes, and these wipes are bombdiggity.com. They're not available in India, so sorry, but you can use any makeup wipes, and I'm just giving myself that clean edge I was talking to you guys about. So you just want to clean everything up, all of the mess up, and just ensure you have a nice base to start with. Then I'm using a Maybelline and a YBP mixed together, color cream and this mixed together. I just realized I haven't primed my face, but that's all right because I did moisturize it well, and YBP Goddess does act like an illuminating primer as well. And I'm just blending everything out with my YBP makeup sponge, just ensuring that I go really close to the eyeshadow but still not ruin it, and just make sure you blend everything in. Now Maybelline Superstay is really matte, but I like a more dewy finish, and that's why I mixed in Goddess, and Goddess doesn't change the texture of the foundation, which is great. I've also gone down my neck, and then I am going to be using my concealer, the same Nars creamy concealer, and I'm going to apply it under my eyes. I'm also going to apply it to the other areas that I like, that is in between my brows, on the forehead, on my nose, the bridge of the nose I mean, Cupid's bow, and my chin. And then I'm going to start blending it out. The way I like to blend it out is by using the side of the sponge first and then the butt of the sponge, just to ensure that all of the things are meshed in nicely together. So I'm just using the side and then the butt of the sponge to blend everything into my skin. Take your time with the blending. The more you blend, the more natural it will look, and of course this is such a natural look. You have to look natural for this. Now I'm blending out my eyes again. Just make sure you go close to the eyeshadow but not ruin it as well. This might take you a little time, but take your time. So I'm just blending both of the eyes out, and once I'm done with all of that blending work, what I will be doing is I will be setting them in place with the same Fit Me that I used. I'm just pressing this down. I'm not moving it, I'm not swiping it, I'm pressing it down. And once I'm done with pressing the powder down with the brush, I'm going to do the same with the sponge. Now this just adds a little bit of moisture, takes away all of the powderiness, and just ensures your makeup lasts for a longer time. Using two eyeliners because I did not really have a hot pink liner, and it still did not make a hot pink color, but we got some cool nice purpley vibes. I'm using Nicka K Auto Liner first, and on top I'm going to go with this color. It just looks so gorgeous. I'm smudging the liners out. I had already layered the NYX one on top of the Nicka K one, and then I'm taking this NYX liquid crystal liner. Now I wanted a matte eye, but I also wanted some glitter. Of course, it's me. So I just did a wing liner with this glitter liner, and I fell in love. I love how the color is so similar to what I have on eyes, but it still makes a nice impact, and it's not too dramatic like a black wing liner would have been. And then I'm using a Wet n Wild bronzer because it's the lightest bronzer I own, and I wanted a very light bronzed effect. No contouring, no nothing, just a very light bronzed effect. So I'm using a big fluffy brush and I'm bronzing them cheeks up and also my jawline a little bit. And once I'm nice and bronzy, I'm going to go back to my powder, and with the sponge I'm going to clean up the bronzer because the big brush does lead to the bronzer being every single wear. And once that is done, I will move on to my blush, and I'm using this beautiful Essence blush, and I'm using the same brush, and I'm just going to smile and apply it on the apples of my cheeks because I did want to go for a blush with this look, a warm pink blush. And then I'm taking this rainbow highlighter from Makeup Revolution. You can't really see the rainbows here, but I'm using the pink shade, and I'm going to go on my cheekbones. And at first I fell in love, but I thought I needed a little bit of punch with this one as well, so I went in with the lavender shade as well, just to add that punch. So I'm putting on lavender, and it just added that punch that I was missing, and it was so beautiful, you guys. It is blinding. And then I went on to highlight the rest of my face. And after that, I will be moving on to spritzing my face with the PAC Micro Finish Makeup Fixer, and just taking a quick little shower in this one just to ensure there are no excess powders on my face and everything is nice and smooth and blended. I'm just going to pat my blender down on my skin. yeah, the normal shabam thing that I keep on doing every single time. Taking Isadora's volume lash styler, I'm just gonna apply mascara on my top and bottom lashes both, just to ensure I have a coat of nice black mascara, because I will be applying falsies anyway. If you don't want to apply falsies, you can totally skip it, but I'm using Farah by Huda Beauty, and I'm just gonna be popping them on onto my lashes as close as I can to my natural lash line. Obviously these won't look natural, but you know, we still gotta try. And once my lashes are on, our eye makeup is officially done and dusted. So I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm using NYX lip suede liner, and I'm just going to be applying this on my lips and filling my lips in with it as well. So this is a very beautiful color. It does have a complementary color in the suede liquid lipstick, but I will be using a different lipstick for my lips today. Just filling in my lips with the suede liner. It's a gorgeous color. You can leave your lips like this totally. But once my lips are all lined and filled in, I will be moving on to Maybelline Intense Crayon, and I'm just gonna fill in my lips with it to finish off the makeup look.
So with that, I finished my tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. I will see you guys super soon. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.